The Gospel of Mary, the Gospel of Philip, those failed the test. They weren't from the first century, and that was pretty obvious by the way that they were writing. A common literary technique or kind of a trick used back in the writing time of the Bible it's called pseudepigrapha, and that is where someone would write a letter and claim to be somebody else. So they would say, I'm writing as Philip, the disciple of Jesus, and try to promote some idea or agenda that they had and to get it to be prominent. So they'd use someone else's name to try and get an idea that they have to be prominent. And so those all look like they were written as a part of pseudepigrapha. That it was an imposter writing with the intent to just get an idea promoted rather than being part of actual scripture. And so also they failed the test of being consistent doctrinally. They all promoted Gnosticism, which was a belief that the physical world was completely evil, that only the spiritual world was good, and we could have liberation from the physical world and ultimately go to the spiritual world. That was a competing kind of philosophy with Christianity early on, and they all seemed to promote Gnosticism. So they weren't consistent doctrinally, and they showed all the signs of being from a later date. And so the early church sniffed that out pretty well to know that they weren't legitimate.